It's on links too. I don't know if it's moving. It's not moving on my screen.
Okay, yeah, it looks like that was the last shot we had. But the last shot we had still gives us this, that we know that, oh, okay. It did change there. Yeah, this is the gust front and the wind that's coming out of the storm right here.
Pedro says he has a good view. I don't know if we want to take his.
Pedro, what view do you have? Let me see Pedro.
He's south of shallow water.
Okay, Pedro, let's see your video. Can you pull that up? Okay. Go to the radar real quick. Okay, so they've issued a tornado warning for Lubbock County. Let's think that this could be the worst. So let's bring up our tornado safety rules for the city of Lubbock.
I'm going to reposition, Ron.
Roger. Reposition to cover the metro.
Yes, I'm going to just go a little bit north of my location. I'm going to try to stay on the west side of town, but yeah, I would definitely heed the warning. It's a very impressive storm.
Yeah, it is. And it looks like my battery's going out. Is there one of the
I can get another one. Is it for the
production
mic?
people? Yeah. Okay. Here are tornado safety rules. The city of Lubbock is growing at an incredible rate. And many of you probably if not, don't even know what a tornado warning is. Now, I think most of you are. I think most of you are wise people who have been around for a while. But just in case, stay away from windows and doors. You know.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, no.
Thank you. So you hear the sirens going off.
Yes, I
That's
can
for
hear
tornado
sirens
warning.
from our studio.
Stay away from windows and doors. If you have a basement, go our interior room. In my home's case, and fortunately, my wife, she knows what to do. And that doesn't look good right there.
That's Pedro.
Okay, that's Pedro, and that's the dust, and that there's something in there. Could be just a cloud, whatever. What do you think, Larry?
What?
When you look at that?
That's a monster. That's a
What do you-
beast.
Okay.
It's tracked this long. It's
Sure.
finding something.
It certainly is. Repeat, please. Yeah, Kyle's in Smyer. And they're looking on the back side of the storm. Kyle, you on the back side of the storm, where are you? Okay, I can't hear Kyle. Okay, so let's go back to the tornado safety rules because, again, there may be some of you that have moved here and don't know what to do. Well, you stay away from windows and doors. You go to your basement or your interior room on the lowest floor. That's why we built the interior room, a safe room, right? Cover yourself with mattresses, blankets, pillows from flying debris. If outside, and you shouldn't be, but if you're outside, shelter in nearby reinforced buildings or lie flat in a ditch. I don't think you're going to have to do that because we're giving you plenty of time to get to a safe place now. And of course, if you're driving, don't go out on the street and try to chase this thing.
Now he tells me.
First of all, it gets in the way of law enforcement. Second of all, sometimes you don't know what you're looking for. So don't do that. Stay home. It just goes 45 minutes, an hour. We get through this thing together. We'll be here at KAMC. We'll be here. We're going to ride this out. And we're going to be okay. Because we're going to do these safety rules, and we're going to do what we need to do during a severe weather event. So there's the tornado safety rules. We'll get back to the radar. Is that now? Okay, so is my microphone beginning to get weak?
I can still hear you, Ron.
You can still hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, DG, let's talk about this. The storm is blowing. That is a strong gust of wind. I don't think that's a tornado, but you're in it. The wind is strong as it moves into the northwest side of the metro, and it's all the way now to I-27, and just now outside the loop, say, near Frankfurt Avenue, back over toward, it looks like we're Slide Road. That is where we get an area of strong wind, very strong wind, and behind it, large hail. And
yes, I would definitely concur with the hail. The wind is starting, the dust, I should say the dust is starting to lighten up, so I'm able to start making out more cloud details.
Okay.
I'm here at the Carlisle Volunteer Fire Department looking west.
Okay.
And there's definitely a lowering, but I'm not able to make out a tornado just yet. I do believe the warning is valid. Like I said, this thing is putting out enough outflow winds to justify a warning of its own.
Mm-hmm.
I am making out I guess I could call it a wall cloud. I've got my video on it now.
Okay,
and I'm seeing better contrast on camera. So if you can take my video, you'll see what I'm looking at.
Well, what I can see is rain shaft right there. I see dust on the north side. I see a rain shaft. So where is your rain-free base? Is that?
It's not a rain-free base. It's the lowering. The rain-free base is all around this thing. I think I've got my camera centered on the center of circulation, and I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit here.
I see it now. The contrast is showing now. Yeah. Zoom in that. Okay.
And the lightning has picked up significantly. It was almost continuous there for a little bit. But yeah, I think this is the area of rotation the Weather Service is concerned with, and that's why I'm looking at it. Again, I cannot confirm anything on the ground. Probably the best observation I could make is that this is a possible wall cloud and maybe funnel cloud, but I cannot confirm a tornado. That's not to say there's not one. I just can't see it because there's too much dirt, precipitation,
right,
and all kinds of things between me and the area of interest. But I'm here on the west side. I'm on, where am I? I'm on 179. I'm on 179 just north of 4th Street. So
right.
Endler Avenue just north of 4th.
Hang on.
Over here by Kegels.
Okay, hang on just a second. Kyle, are you there? Do we have Kyle? I'm sorry? This is Kyle's video. We need to get him back. Hey, can you guys try to call Kyle? He's in the city now. We need him. Well, and unfortunately, our friends.
Okay, Ron, they're saying the tornado's observed.
I know. And
yeah, we got a report of a funnel cloud near Reese Center.
Well, it's a confirmed tornado is what it is.
Yeah, now it's saying confirmed. The warning is saying confirmed. I don't know where it would be. And that sounds like hail outside.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you. Kyle, where are you?
Okay. I am still east of Smire. I'm going back live just now. I reset my phone so we could hear each other. I'm just east of Smire on 114. You can see the rain-free area through the dust through my video feed now.
Okay, gotcha. I see you. I see it.
A few little funnels here and there, but from what I can tell, I don't see anything on the ground.
Okay, and so where are you? Is this your video? That's where the
There are two buses in front of me,
yeah. All right. So
or vans.
okay. So what high is that? 84.
I'm on 114 and 2130 going north.
Oh, so you're looking. So you're due west. We're looking due east. So the tornado would be to your left. My left.
I'm looking straight north into the storm from the backside.
You're looking,
I'm,
but you're not your video though, right? Are you?
My video is looking straight north.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. So there it is. Oh yeah, that doesn't look good there, Kyle.
No, it does not. But at this time, I do not see anything imminent. But I have seen little finger funnels here and there. So we're not out of the woods yet, I would say.
We're sure not. That does look very ominous. Let's go back to the radar and let's go to velocity products and the metro.
Did you get over to the bill?
Let's go from the Lubbock radar. Let's go to the Amarillo radar.
One moment. There it goes.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's just around Dean, north of Reese Center. Kyle, you still with me?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at gate to gate here, and strong wind,
Okay.
just real near Reese Center.
Okay.
So
I'm on the
now,
outskirts of Reef Center right now, so I'm going to go forward just a little bit and then turn back around, but try to get you a better view without all these vehicles in front of me.
yeah. So we do have, my friends. What we have is we have wind that's going toward the radar and wind going away from the radar. And really, right in here, this is dominated. This is a strong wind. We didn't have another microburst, did we?
No reports of it.
I wouldn't be able to tell visually. There's so much dirt.
I mean, it looks like that we had another microburst out there near Hodge and Dean, south of Roundup.
Are you getting any kind of hail reports out of it yet, Ron?
No.
Still no hail reports.
We'll go back to Lubbock radar, but that certainly is ominous there for sure. Let's go to radar reflected mode. There
Reflected
we go.
mode.
Tornado warning. If you just tuned in, a tornado warning for the Metro Lubbock area until 7:45. What part of the metro are we concerned about? Let's square it off and zoom it in. So, for example, it appears, let's go to street level view.
Street level.
Getting a report of a tornado 714 at 6 miles northeast of Smire.
Roger that, and that I believe we saw that storm. We saw the video of that storm, and that was confirmed by Kyle's Storm Unit 2. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And so, Kyle, you're still on the back side of the storm, looking back toward Lubbock, right?
I'm looking towards just north of Smire
Yeah.
at the moment, or north of Smire. I'm going to get down the street just a little bit more past these trees so you can see a better view.
Yeah.
And then I probably need to get on out of here. But I'll give you all a good little shot of what's going on, and then I'm going to turn around and reposition because I will be underneath it in just a moment.
Okay, we'll be coming back to you here in just a minute. We certainly will. Back to the radar, please. And now reflective mode. Velocity mode.
Velocity.
This is telling us that we have extreme strong wind in this lighter green here, north of Reef Center. Right there. And then strong wind here going away from the radar. And so the National Weather Service in Lubbock is exactly right. That's how you issue a tornado warning, because we have essentially gate to gate. And so when you have a gate to gate, that could create rotation, and rotation creates a vorticity in a tornado. And it's close enough to the metro. The other thing too is that this storm, I don't know, what kind of hail reports are we getting? Any reports of hail?
Nope, just radar indicated inch and a quarter. Have not
There's your lowering right there, Ron.
seen any official hail reports.
Roger that. We do see the lowering. And give me the location precise, please.
I am northwest or northeast of Smire, maybe a mile away.
So that's really impacting northwest and western metro Lubbock area.
Yes, sir.
So it's
Probably a good 5 miles north of 114.
that lightning is it's interesting. I can see some of the lowering of the storm. Could you?
Yeah, I'm trying to utilize the lightning. It's just not hitting in the right spot, to see if there's a funnel of anything. I do have a lowering on the camera. It's quite wide. It's been like this all day long.
Yeah,
I'm also looking as if there's any power flashes, and I'm not seeing any yet. But yeah, this is definitely the area of concern. It's still west, well west of FM 179, between Shallow Water and Reef Center.
Right. I want to stay with you for a second on this video.
Okay.
Okay, so we are sure that this is okay. Gotcha. All right, people in the city of Lubbock need to do their tornado safety rules now. I just saw it. So what you need to do is stay away from the windows, for sure,
Yeah,
indoors.
total trying to
Pull up that funnel again. Show this video. There it is.
Do we have two areas of spin by chance? It looks like to the right and to the left.
Try to place as many walls between you and the storm as possible. Lowest level of your home or structure.
Hey, DG, hang on. Hold for a second. Kyle, do yours. Then go ahead. Kyle, what were you saying?
Okay. Is there by chance two areas of spin? I feel like we have a meso on the right and then a lowering on the left.
Yes.
About a mile apart or so.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me too. You have your mezzo, you have your lowering to the left. Agree. DG, go ahead.
I was just telling people, get to the lowest
something
level of the
going on.
structure, basement if you can. Put as many walls between you and the storm as possible. Bathrooms are typically stronger because of the plumbing in the walls. Take a blanket or a pillow to cover your head, face, neck. It goes without saying, if you're in a structure that is not
Okay.
permanent, take shelter.
Well, let's pull that picture up. Okay. Well, that's the storm coming in right there. This is live, right?
Got first responders heading north,
Okay.
Ron.
Yes. Go ahead, DG. DG,
Go ahead.
did you talk to me? Or
I've
was
got
I-
first responders heading north on 179.
It's just
I still think the tornadic activity is going to be west of 179.
you're thinking the tornado's still west of 179.
Correct.
Makes sense to me because you're in Hockley County still.
No, I'm in Lubbock. I'm over here by Kegels. I'm looking to the west. I'm looking to the northwest. West-northwest.
Gotcha. My bad. I
So
see.
all this activity is going to be between Reese and shallow water.
Yes.
All right, Ron, we have 2 funnels. We're about to have 20.
All right, we got 2. Okay, we got, yes. 1, 2. I see them, Kyle. Be safe, Kyle.
I'm good.
I want you to be safe. This is a tornado. Oh, in the, I'm going to say right now, the northwest metro Lubbock area. All right? Northwest
And then to the
metro.
left,
Kyle, go ahead. What'd you say?
to the left, we have a bunch of inflow wrapping around
Right?
this one, but and even further to the left, a couple miles, it looks like we might have another tornado coming up.
Yeah, that's the one I saw a while ago.
So we just had 3 funnels. I think we're about to have a big one right straight ahead.
Okay, so when we have these moments like this, let's keep putting up that tornado safety rules
We
quickly.
have ground clutter now to my right and left. And
Let's
a
pull off. We got some we have some ground.
Oh. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, what'd you see?
All right, just little spin ups around me. We have a possible tornado to the right and another one trying to form to your left. Yeah, we got a tornado on the ground just to your right.
Tornado to my right. Okay, so this is 114. Tornado is south of 114 in the extreme western part of the metro Lubbock area.
Tornado north of 114.
North, thank you. So north of 114, that makes me look this way. Go to
Went
the
back
left.
up, but it was on the ground momentarily.
Is this his video? Whose video is this? Okay, so Kyle, you were looking, I was looking to the right. You're saying that you're looking to the left. I cannot discern that. It's too dark even though it's light.
Yeah, for sure. Right now I'm looking into the more imminent one. The other one's buried in there. You're not going to see it too well.
Yes.
But we definitely have a RFD wrapping around where I'm at now. You can see it spinning over there. So I'm going to get out of here right now because this area is probably a little bit too intense for now. But I'm going to get back south and then turn around for you.
Roger that. Do that. And DG, where are you now?
I'm still on 179, just north of 4th Street, over here by Kegel's Steakhouse.
What are
in
you
the Reese
What
area.
are you seeing? Because he's a little further south from you. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a possible funnel to my northwest. This activity is going to be well north of 114 and still well west of 179, approaching shallow water.
Yeah, moving toward the city of shallow water, right?
Correct. And I'm
Yeah.
as soon as the traffic clears, I'm going to try to start getting a little bit further north to keep an eye on it. I think I can see the funnel on my video. I think the contrast on the camera is a lot better than my vision.
But it's to the north of 114, right?
Correct. Oh yeah, well north of 114. It's probably north of Erskine.
Yeah, I know, but I'm making major highways here. 114
Right.
is to the north. Okay.
And it
Yeah.
is moving to the east around 15 miles per hour at the moment.
50?
15.
Okay, so we have a slow moving super.
and we have about 70 mile per hour
I agree.
RFD winds. I'm headed back to
It's not
114
going
and
anywhere
we're
in a
trying to
hurry
get
now.
Hey.
a better view back ahead of it again.
Hey, we're talking over each other, okay? One thing at a time.
Sorry.
Who was it first that just talked to me just a minute ago? Who was that? Yeah. Take its screen. A screen, full screen? Okay, but this is, who am I, who is this? Okay, please, when they pop up, tell me who they are. Thank you. All right, so this is one of our news units, okay? And that's going to be on the northwest side, right? Now let's go back to the radar to see the velocity products, because we have a gate-to-gate here. Right here. That's Dean. This is gate-to-gate. All right, see this orange and green? That is where any tornado is going to be in this area here, with the green and the red come together near Dean. Now that's what we were talking about just a few minutes ago with Kyle. Kyle is saying it's a lot more to the north of Recenter. Is that a confirmation? Kyle, is that
What?
right? Hey,
Sitting
Kyle.
1 mile west of Reese right now.
Roger. And so you saw,
I saw a touchdown 3 or 4 minutes ago. I had 2 funnels, and then I had another touchdown to the left of it, and then it all condensed into the main circulation.
okay, your camera's just dark, Kyle. Is it that dark over there?
That's dark. It's dark, of course.
Yeah, there you go. Pull it out. Okay. Okay.
It's going to be just west of Reese, maybe just north. If it turns a little bit further right, Reese will be impacted, but I think it's going to stay a little bit north. But definitely that area, and then it's going to split Reese and the shallow water area.
Okay. Thank you. That helps me out.
So
Give me
you
radar.
don't
Give
want
me
it to
metro.
include.
Okay, you stay right there with me. Give me metro. I want street level. I think now we know what's going on. Here we go. Street level. Go down. More. Let's zoom down.
level.
There we go. I want 19th Street right here. Okay. Let's go back this way a little bit. Right in here. Okay. So here you see, and the velocity product will probably show it too, but you can see the rotation right here. This is Recenter. This is 19th Street. The precipitation is heavy downtown. Have you guys thought, do you want to get the Metro Tower west?
Yes, we have it. We have a
Let's,
shot.
let's,
Yes.
let's take a look at it.
It's on links too.
Okay, so there it is. Will someone come and take my phone because it's blowing up over here?
I'll get it.
And if you want to look, there may be some messages on there that might be good to use.
The hook is to my west, Ron.
Okay, well, I'm looking far away from you right now because I'm looking at a shell cloud that is exactly what you'd expect to see on a storm that's rotating, right? So there it is. There's the storm, and in the storm, this is Broadway, all right? Where you guys are talking about is between 19th and 4th Street on the northwest side. Is that right?
No, north of that.
North of 4th Street.
Correct.
Okay. So north of 4th Street. So here's Broadway. So this is 4th Street here. So
Oh my goodness.
there you go. Northwest.
Now,
Now, now let's go back to our units that are out there. There's your storm coming in. What is that? Well, if we don't know where he is, then we can't use him. We need somebody to ask where they
Hey,
are.
Ron. Can
I
you hear
see.
me?
I see the mezzo though. I just need to
You
know
might
where
have a
he is.
tornado, but I need to get up to Reef's area and look further in.
Let me,
Might be a tornado on the ground.
is this the loop? Is this at the loop?
I'm on.
Hey, tornado. Who said tornado on the ground?
Kyle. I'm not sure it's on the ground, but it looks very close. I'm just entered Lubbock County on 114. I'm gonna shoot it north in a second, and I see a really strong lowering, but right now I cannot tell. But it's very close. We'll see in just a moment.
Okay, radar puts this at recenter at a place called Dean, just south of shallow water. How close to that radar is your visual contact?
I am about a mile west of, or about half a mile west of Reese right now.
Okay, that confirms with the radar. It's rotating at recenter, just to the west of recenter, and it's rotating between recenter and shallow water. Are we sure we're not talking about mesocyclone? That's a huge mesocyclone.
It is very big. I did see earlier reaching to the ground where a tornado would be imminent. But no longer seeing that. Definitely had some ground clutter a moment ago,
Okay.
and if anything, this meso is a ground scraper.
Okay, gotcha. What he means in ground scraper is that this is such a low cloud that there's all kinds of clouds underneath it that can look like tornadoes. It could be a tornado. But the main thing is this is a strong mesocyclone. It is, in other words, a land king because it's producing significant wind in this event. So even if the tornado is an EF0, it's going to do some damage with the wind gust.
Ron, we can see that gusty wind actually on our Wolf Earth on Lynx 2 right now. The dust is really starting to kick up out
Roger
there.
that. Yeah, well, there you go. The wind and the dust taking over in the western half of the metro Lubbock area. But still, on the tornado warning, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning because they've had a few tornadoes off this large rotating supercell that started in New Mexico. So the little funnels can be moving around on this big old meso. So that's what we have. Now, go back to the radar. We for sure, we know that we have a major storm that's rotating. If we pull it out just a little bit, we can see that north of 4th Street, all the way back. But here it is, large hail near Hodge. All of this is rotating right here. And it is producing large hail and damaging wind across the northwest side of the metro.
Switching it to velocity, you can really clearly see that rotation.
Look at that. Gate, we're gate to gate.
Going back south.
Gate to gate, right on the Reese Center area, near just south of Roundup. That is a significant gate to gate, and it is moving toward the east. Do you guys have any other information coming to you? Larry, do you have anything?
Well, we got that same report about the twin tornadoes that we saw our storm chasers get footage of.
Okay.
The thunderstorm warning, as far as we are concerned, is extended until 7:45. Same with the tornado warning, but other than that, there have been no recent updates.
Okay. Now, let's go to DG. One more time on that, please.
I'm with you, Ron.
Roger that. This is 19th and West Loop 289.
I'm sorry, what's that in reference to?
I'm looking at video at West Loop 289 and 19th Street. Now,
Okay.
What do you see? What are you seeing, DG? There's you.
I'm on 179, about maybe a mile or two north of 4th Street, and I've got the area of circulation on my video.
Oh, I see
I'm
it.
not able to see anything in contact with the ground. However, it is definitely rotating.
It is
And the
definitely
entire-
rotating.
Yeah, the entire area. I'm going to put it northwest of Reese. It's not quite the shallow water, and it is still not past 179. So it's just rotating in place like a spinning top, Ron.
Yeah, this is a huge. I don't know if I've seen very many mesocyclones this big. You tell me if you have, DG. This is huge.
No, this is huge. And I've got enough contrast. I can see cloud base all the way around except to my extreme left. That's where it just gets all dark and the contrast is so bad I can't see anything. That's why I'm saying I'm not seeing anything on the ground. That's not to say there's nothing on the ground, i.e. a tornado or anything like that.
Right.
I cannot confirm it where I'm at.
Right.
And it's due west of me.
Well, suggest that you slowly move closer to the metro. And that's a good shot there, right there. Is that scud attached, or is that the funnel you're talking about?
Negative. That was scud, but it is moving up. So I think I still have the area of updraft. The intake area is under observation.
Roger that.
But the contrast is getting much, more difficult as the sun sets, and we still have a lot of dirt, wind, rain between me and the event. But like I said, I can make out a lot of the cloud base to the left. I'll just rotate my camera here. I'm going to pan right just a little bit, so you can see we've got cloud base. It's very ragged, but then as I pan left,
Go back to DG.
where
real
those
quick.
broadcast, the wind towers are, with the red lights, the red strobes on my video, you can see it's just dark. I can't see anything there. And I've not seen or observed any lightning behind it so that I could silhouette a possible tornado or anything like that. But I think the area of rotation is still due west of me, a couple of miles. This is going to be northwest of Reese Center, west of 179.
We can see it. We can see it. I think I can see it for some reason better than you because you're right there in the middle of all of it. But your camera, we can see it, and I can see the lowering and the area of concern right in here where it's lightning. And so we definitely have a wall cloud. We definitely have rotation. So when we have that kind of thing over a metropolitan area of over 300,000 people, just get to your safe place and let's ride this thing out. We'll be all right. Just ride it out. Main thing is, too, DG, you haven't really come in contact with any large hail either.
In the last hour or two, no.
No, that's right. And so this has been a storm that's been spinning like a top ever since it came into Texas near Morton, right?
Correct. That's
It's
correct.
been doing that now for 2 hours.
And
so,
I counted at least 6 tornadoes before I lost count.
total of 6 tornadoes. Let's go to pinpoint Doppler 1 radar. And there you go. It is now pushing across the northwest and northern half of the metro Lubbock area. So the reality is, in this area is hail.
That warning was extended to 8:45.
Larry, come on in here because I think your batteries are dead too. I'm not hearing you anymore.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that tornado warning for Lubbock County was extended until 8:45.
8:45, and they're keeping it a tornado warning because the possibility of a tornado coming out of this big old mesocyclone is high. So we're going to just hunker down and ride this thing out.
Flash flooding in Hockley County, Ron.
All right, and in Levelland and Hockley County, we have flash flood warnings going on all over the place. So this is a very, what we call HP, high precipitation supercell. It's a huge supercell that's rotating and making all kinds of spin-ups all around. And it doesn't mean those spin-ups can't do some damage, because it can. And the National Weather Service in Lubbock is going to issue a tornado warning because we've got what is called gate-to-gate shear that can produce a tornado. The sirens are still going off. But right now, the main thing about this storm is, I'll tell you what it's going to turn into. It's going to be a flood. It's going to be a flooding event too. But this area to the north side of the metro, all the way in now to Idalou, precipitation. That was created by that wind event. I don't know if that was just a wind event or not, DG. I think it's possible that there was a microburst that went along with this thing. And it's blowing the precipitation and wind over the north side ever since that Cochran County, Morton actually. Even near Morton is when we started seeing some of that. So
Yeah.
that would be right. And if you look at it, the precipitation is moving so quickly through this Reese Center, Shallow Water, Lubbock International Airport, all the way to Idalou. South side of the metro on South Loop 289, this is no precipitation yet. But at the very back side of this, we have an area of what appears to be very large hail now to the south of Hodge, just outside of Smyer, moving toward Reese Center. Let's see if we can get anything on that. Kyle, are you still with us? Don't think we got. So we don't have Kyle now. He's going to try to move into the city, but I think we're not going to get much bandwidth today on this.
Very large dust foot, Ron, to the south of Reese Center. I think the southern extent of this storm is definitely starting to book it east.
The southern end is it splitting?
Yeah, the outflow is going to be well south of Reese Center, and it's going to be hitting the west side of Lubbock here shortly. We've got a big dust foot on the outflow of this.
Well, it does. By the way, that's not a bad word. It just means strong wind, and it's pushing dust up in the air. And but you know what? That's not going to be a severe event, but there's going to be some wind damage in the city for sure. Right there. I mean, it's right south of Broadview, and that very strong wind area is moving into the southwest side of the metro Lubbock area. Let me show you a part of the city it may not be impacting. If you go north just a little bit, because this has been a bit more of a northwest storm, but if you'll just move it up, no, move north, go up. Yeah, I want to go to the south. I'm sorry, I said north. Go south.
And I can confirm the tornado sirens are working.
Yeah, I can hear them here. Let's go a little further south. Okay, so here's Wolford. Now let's go over here. This area here of the warning it appears to be just rain. All right. I don't know. Is it raining here at the KAMC studios? It says it's raining here.
The last I checked, it wasn't. I can go outside.
Larry's going to go do a meteorological observation.
It's very nice to do that. Thank you. We're not making light of the tornado warning, my friends. We are simply trying to get our hands around this sucker, because this is, this is one where ever since New Mexico, when it developed, it just kept on producing strong wind, large hail. Then it would collapse. It would recreate itself again, redevelop itself again. Probably at least 3 cycles of this.
I can confirm no rain at KAMC Studios.
There you go. There's KAMC.
And Ron, we just got word in. Emergency management says that there has been structure damage from one of the tornadoes that we saw pop down by Reese Center just a little while ago.
Okay, what are they saying? Just damage or?
Structure damage, and that is all we know at the moment.
Okay, and the sirens continue to be going, but at this time, again, this tornado. What's the latest ID on where the tornado would be?
The latest ID on it was confirmed near Reese Center, 9 miles to the west of Lubbock, moving east at around 15 miles per hour.
Okay, so going back to our gate-to-gate velocity products. Let's let's take a look. Well, right here, near Dean, we sure did. Right here, just to the northwest of Reese Center. And so that is what moved into this portions of the metro. There's another gate-to-gate there. So there's a lot of areas where we have when I say gate-to-gate, I mean the wind's going in and wind's going out of the storm at the same time at high speed. And that's what's happening here. And again, you see there's some strong wind here, just to the south of Broadview, just outside the city of Lubbock. Go ahead.
You there?
Are you there, Kyle?
Yes, sir. I'm pushing in. I'm on Upland and 50th Street right now. I'm on
Upland 50th, okay.
Monitor the northwest portion.
Are you broadcasting?
I'm about to go back live in just a second. I had to turn around. I got caught in the RFD. There's about 100 mile per hour winds just near the circulation. So we had to bail out of there. But I'm hitting 179 and 50th, and we're going to head back north and monitor the northwest portions of it.
Yeah, that's where the main event is going. You've been around the metro at this point. It looks like the northwest sides where.
Yeah, I had to bail into Lubbock. We were out by Reese, and we got caught in the circulation, so we bailed south, and now I'm just repositioning to watch it come on in again.
And it's moving toward the east. Has it been? It's been staying east. Is that what you've observed out there?
For the most part, east. It's had some slight southern movements, but
when the mesos
no real hard pushes as of now.
Okay, so now we go back to the radar and the velocity product. I mean, there we go, and we 720, 750, tornado went till 845. This information 750. All right, so there it is. So go back to that velocity product at 750. Stop it, and we'll take a look at this. Because you see the area getting closer to the radar, so the radar beam is at this point a little high.
Anton, I believe it's Anton's volunteer fire department has injuries reported near Reese. I'm not sure how extensive or how severe.
Okay, so some injuries possible near Anton. The Anton meds and fire department. Apparently, Reese Center was hit pretty hard. Is that correct?
I haven't heard any damage
think it's
reports,
still
but
hitting recenter.
I just got a report from one of the volunteer firefighters that there was some injuries. So that's all I know at this moment.
Now, he's talking about some injuries there, DG. Not necessarily that it's over with, but there have apparently been some injuries.
Well, I've
from-
retreated east. I'm actually near
from
my
anti-
neighborhood looking at it, and it's impressive. In fact, all I see is gray now, which means big hail is about to be hitting us.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know this is the West Loop at 19th Street, but we need to be on the northwest side if we want to be in the action. If we don't want to be in the action, you're in a good spot. And maybe again, let's see some of our Metro Sky Cams to see what's going on too, as much as we can.
We will pull up the Metro for you, Ron.
All right.
Just give us one moment.
Well, we'll see if we can. We'll see how good these sky cams work when you have a major severe weather.
Okay, we have Wolf Earth on links 2.
Okay, so that's looking back east into the city.
This is the west camera.
Okay, there you go. That's perfect. You got it. Right there. And there is what we've been talking about. Look at that little arc there. You see that? Looks like I have a horseshoe. This is the storm that's doing all the damage. And it's going to, at this point, it's moving essentially east. Right there. Let me get out of the way. There's precipitation here. There's some green hues. So there's probably some hail. You can see, look at this. You can see the round, the rotation. Yeah. Well, there's that mezzo right there now. So it's still to the north of Broadway, and it's been moving east southeast. There's 2 intake areas. Are you able to see anything, DG? I see 2.
No, completely grayed out. Completely. I'm in the precip now, trying to get east.
Yeah. I see what they're doing. Hi, my friends. We have here a mezzo, and behind the mezzo, ragged storm, trying to get a little lower. We're watching that. We're under a tornado warning until 8:45. That's almost another hour. Okay, the top of the tower needs to look to the west, if we could. If we can move it to the west. Because go back to our Skycam. Yeah, because look here. Here's your mezzo, right here, right there. We'll stay with you, my friends, all the way through this. We'll get through this.
Ron, I know a little while ago we were talking about the gusty wind out in Hockley County and the concerns for seeing structure damage out there. It looks like the West Texas Mesonet station at Smyer gusted to 109 miles per hour.
Thank you for that. 109 miles per hour. Now that doesn't sound like straight line wind to me, but it could be. Could be. But 109 miles per hour?
109.
That sounds more like one of those EF0, EF1 tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've got the mothership right here on this Skycam. Right here. And you can see the arch. You can see the rotation. On its other side, we've been getting some what would be maybe a wall cloud trying to form, but it continues to be eroded away by the wind, precipitation, or both. But nevertheless, this storm is rotating. This storm is capable of producing wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour. We've already seen that. Not only that, but large hail as well. And we'll try to keep that sky cam up as long as possible, because you know when the storms hit the city, you know what happens to bandwidth. Yeah, it looks like it did come back. But there it is. That's our storm. And you know, 19th Street is Broadway. It's just 7 blocks over. So pretty close. Kyle, are you okay?
Yes, sir. I'm repositioning. Looks like we have a area of rotation just to the outskirts of the northwest loop imminent.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like here from the sky cam, you see the arched structure of the supercell. And we also know that it's full of hail because it's non-stop hail, non-stop lightning. So the most impact area of the city of Lubbock may be north of 34th Street.
Ron, now we have a damage report outside of Shallow Water, and it looks as if a carport was ripped loose from a house and entangled in some local power lines.
Oh, goodness gracious.
West Lubbock should be anticipating strong winds moving in here in a little bit. We experienced around 50 to 179, about 80 mile per hour winds over here.
Okay, yeah, we've already got confirmation of 100 miles per hour. When you say west side, what street are you talking about?
I was on Highway 179 and 50th, probably in between 34th and 50th whenever we were experiencing those winds. And we experienced them all the way from 114 all the way to that region.
Okay. Well, there is some large, what appears to me, some hail in that storm. Did you run into much hail in that event?
Negative, just heavy rain. I'm on the north loop approaching.
I haven't seen any hail today at all.
Just been heavy rain.
As far as being inside.
Where are you, DJ? You're on the north side?
North Loop and Clovis Road.
Liberty High School? Liberty High School? Liberty High School gym is open for those who need some shelter. Okay, 19th in Milwaukee, heavy rainfall on the west side of the metro. So one of the things that's going to be part of our story, weather story, besides the wind, the tornadoes, hail, is flooding. And the urban flooding that the metropolitan Lubbock area is going to be under. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the radar real quick, because we can see that. But I want you to look at this. Southwest of Reese Center, look what we're seeing there. That's at the top of that's at the very top of precipitation.
Let's check velocity real quick.
Roger that. We have that's another area, another strong couplet that could be producing some strong wind. Well, it is producing strong wind. It's producing strong wind outside the loop. I'd say 19th and 34th Street, maybe it's to Wolford. Nevertheless, yeah, look at that. Yeah. It looks like on the hail tracker.
There's the hail tracker.
Yeah, look at that. Yep, that's large hail right there, my friends. West side of the metro. moving east southeast. And you know, you can click if you want to go back to that hill tracker real quick and click on those tornadoes. I'd like to see what they were saying about that. There's one right by Reese Center.
Yes.
And this tucks in. There you go. So they say tornado, but they don't know the magnitude. Okay, they're probably all three of that would be that way. So again,
Zero visibility in Wolford County.
let's go to the sky cams, blue layer sky cams.
Yeah, there's one up on Links 2.
We have the one here east.
Oh, the west. Sorry, I thought that was east. I mean the west. There's the west one.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think you can see anything on the southwest side of the metro. Yeah.
Gusts is about 40 miles per hour near Wolford.
You're saying when? You're saying wind gusts 40?
40 plus. Definitely gonna probably be some wind damage with this.
Okay. So Liberty High School, that is one of the newer high schools in southern half of the metro, right?
Oh yeah. We're probably
4530
pushing about
Woodrow
60 mile per hour
Road.
winds now. Frankfurt.
65?
Yep, I got rain curtains plowed through.
Roger, replay. Repeat.
We have
Hey Kyle, can you repeat that again? Hey my friends, we probably need another battery. This one's out.
No, I can't hear him either.
Oh, you can't?
He's
you
cutting
can't?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Roger that. All right,
It's
thank
not
you.
you.
Thank you very much. How's the mic sounding? Okay, do I need to move the mic?
Oh, you're good.
Okay. Okay, my friends, we're looking at what is a Skycam. Is this Skycam west or east?
This is the west.
Well, it's pouring buckets. Let's try the east and see if it gives us any better visual. I doubt it, but well, yeah,
It's
it does
frozen.
a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
the east. It's the same kind of conditions.
Yeah, try it east.
That's the east.
Tropical storm has hit us, my friends. But we still have a possible storm that could produce a possible tornado. Get back to the radar. Take a look. This tornado warning until 8:45. That's 40 more minutes. And there's a tornado confirmed west of Reese Center. Now that part of the storm is beginning to move into the western half of the Metro Lubbock area. As far as I know, there's no tornadoes in the metro, but very strong wind just outside of Reese Center. What are you guys in the weather lab? Anything you're getting data on? Any reports that you want to make?
Interesting that you just mentioned Reese Center because we just got a report from their mesonet of a 74 mile per hour wind gust.
So there we are. We're tropical storm versus hurricane force wind now, right?
Yes.
Well, the people are driving the streets okay. That's good. Okay, so can you pull that up? Yeah, we have
Yes, sir.
power outages in the Metro Lubbock area now. Somewhere in the neighborhood of close to 1,500 power outages over the metropolitan Lubbock area. Have we had any? Yeah, mostly in the west side, it looks like, from 19th Street, looks like down to Spur 327 and Loop 289. What that looks like. Yeah, I think they need to start moving in the city to see if there's any damage. This is Marcia Sharp. Yeah, this is a very powerful storm. Okay, this is 50th and West Loop 289. Think you need to get out of that tonight? No. I mean, we're riding this thing out, and you know what? It's still not over. Look at the radar. We've had a confirmed tornado tonight, maybe more than that. But I've got one confirmed tornado for you, Madison. Is that right?
Yes.
And several hail reports, if I understand right.
And Ron, that severe thunderstorm we've been tracking that is outside of the Lubbock Metro is currently located 4 miles to the west of Texas Tech University, so about 4 miles away from the heart of Lubbock. And it is moving east at around 25 miles per hour now, so it is picking up speed. Large hail has also been indicated in the radar, but we have not gotten any reports of it on the ground. And of course, the gusty wind still coming out of it.
Now's the time to bring up that Metro Tower again, looking back to the west.
Will do.
Because now we can see the precipitation before it gets there, I hope.
It's up on links too.
On to. Okay, that's looking on the north side. Okay, so we need to move it south a little bit.
Moving it.
Tornado warning until 8:45, my friends. We have not, and this is important to note, we have not had a confirmed report of a tornado in the metropolitan Lubbock area.
Not yet.
We have to be safe about this one, right? But we have not yet. And that is why you don't get out tonight. Not because there's some hail on there, but because the elements tonight just wouldn't be good to be getting out, right? I don't know, do you know where they are? Do we know where the 19th and the West Loop, they drive very safely, you know. It's not good to even be out in this stuff. Now let's take a look at downtown Metro Tower. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is a good Skycam to use. This base here it is. Okay, and this has been the manufacturer of rotating. It's been a mesocyclone for some time. Goodness, right on the Texas-New Mexico border. And now, this still mesocyclone on this side of the storm, the precipitation is beginning to take over the storm. There's still hail in it, for sure. We're still getting reports of hail, but not the size that we did in Morton and Woodharrow. And there's 19th Street, and you can see some hail bouncing around. But at this point in time, it appears to be, I don't see anything. Have we had any reports of any hail size yet?
No, sir. And I just took a look outside,
Mm-hmm.
and we are only getting rain here at the KAMC studio. No hail yet.
Yeah, 19th and West Loops are still raining. But we need to get that unit to start moving a little bit deeper into the metro. It's just going to be rain. And now that it's just rain, it's going to be flooding rain. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. I don't know, what is this? Okay, the western half of the metro flooded too. I mean, it's just so many. Now, we are getting multiple. Are you seeing all these? Look at the radar.
Yeah, multiple reports of tornadoes.
Just
Yes.
outside there, near Smyer. And fortunately, all of that, as far as we know, was there an injury you were telling me about, Madison, a few minutes ago?
Let
Yes,
me look
no?
back through the reports and find that for you, Ron.
Okay, and a tornado close to shallow water.
But there was a lot of eyes on that storm, so that might, it could be the same
Yeah,
tornado that
Right.
was reported.
National Weather Service, there, to be blunt, there were a lot of eyes and cars chasing storms tonight.
Yes, Ron. On the injured report, it looks like one was injured when a lightning struck a vehicle on Highway 84, and then one injured in structure damage just to the northwest of Reese Center in Hockley County. So no reports of injuries in Lubbock County yet.
Okay, all right. This here is extremely heavy rain, and inside this core, and this core has been with us since Morton, and I hear the wind, and I hear the hail here now, and it is moving into our metro Lubbock area. This is the top of the tower, and you tell me what's up and what's down. It is getting some bigger hail stones here. So now the metropolitan Lubbock area has problems with now some hail, some wind, flooding, urban flooding, big time. There's no reason to be getting out tonight. And the wind is picked up here at the KAMC studios. And we can hear the roar going through the tower. And it's it is something else. So there it is. There's a center, that strong wind event that started west of Morton in eastern New Mexico is moving right over the metropolitan Lubbock area. And it's showing tornado symbols near shallow water, Reef Center, but at this point it looks to be strong wind that we're impacted by. Do we have the top of the tower? Well, okay. That's the top of the tower. We're not going to see anything on that.
Hey, Ron,
Yes.
downtown Lubbock is gone.
Yeah, I know. Bring up the metro
I'm-
tower.
I'm on I-27, just east of downtown, and I
Metro
can't even
West is
see-
on links too.
We finally got a hail report, Ron.
Okay.
It's from emergency management, and they have seen golf ball sized hail in Wolfforth.
Wolford hit with golf ball size hail. This is the Metro West Sky View downtown Lubbock. DG, you were talking about downtown. It's
Yeah, the visibility has gone to zero. I can't even see the bank building or NTS building or anything, and I'm east of I-27 near downtown. So the core is hitting downtown Lubbock, and I can hear some hail, but it's not large enough to meet severe criteria here yet. But I think I'm about to confirm some more hail for you, Ron.
well, I can confirm to you that there's hail here now.
Yeah.
Quarter size hail now falling. And let's hope we just stay with the quarter size. But it's definitely larger hail. Let's go. Let's just go on the live scan and let's go street level. Let's see whose streets and area are getting impacted. Larry, if you can do that, I'd like for you to look over. Let's go south to where we are. Well, yeah, let's go south to where we are here at KAMC. Let's see what's going on.
Goodness, visibility down to about a quarter mile or less.
Heavy precipitation and hail. All right, just you can pull it back, but yeah, the rain is extremely heavy. We'll just do metropolitan Lubbock area. Okay. Okay, so that's our hail tracker, and it's hailing over most of the city. Is that right? Is that our hail tracking?
Yes. Let me see if I can see what size.
Reports of flash flooding in shallow water.
Roger. Hail appears to be getting stronger, more significant. Looks like the most significant hail could be just around Wolford. Good evening, everybody. The time is 8:19. Severe weather continues over the Metro Lubbock area. Metro now with heavy rainfall, flooding, urban flooding, and now hail impacting the metropolitan Lubbock area. The gate to gate on the wind, if we can take the lightning strikes off, we'll be able to show you that the gate to gate is showing strong wind.
A new hail report out of Wolford. It's the size of tennis balls now.
Tennis ball size hail reported in Wolford. So some large hail impacting parts of the Metro Lubbock area. So let's just go and scan on this now. Okay, so it looks like it's moving fairly quick, and now moving into the Idalou area. So I can tell you, our friends in Idalou, Slayton, Rawls, this thunderstorm is strong. More than likely, the National Weather Service will issue a warning on this one because of the hail. Apparently, we've had some larger hail in the Wolford area. Well, it's time to see if weather cameras can hold up in hail. Let's go to the Wolford West and Wolford East sky cams and see what's
West
going on.
is on links 2.
bringing up the. Well, that's good. We're seeing the last parts of that storm. It looks like the storm is ending a little bit there. Streaks of precipitation. If we go to the east side, yeah. Boy, it looks like Wolford is underwater a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it looks like that street is flooded, and I do not see any cars, which is a good thing.
It sure is. Let's go to the Wellington State Bank Skycam that shows Quaker and see how the streets are reacting. Not bad, really.
Looks like hail.
It's hailing, but it looks like the street is not completely over flooded.
And again, I see no cars. That's a good sign.
Yep. We're getting a little bit larger size hail here now. You can hear some chunks. Metro Lubbock area now 7,300 outages. Thank you for pulling that up, Sandy. Looks like inside the loop there's several, and then there's some in the southwest side of the Metro Lubbock area. So 7,300 outages over the metropolitan Lubbock area. And that hail seems to be getting bigger. You want it? Larry, do you want to go get a hailstone and see what it looks like?
I can. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see it. We're going to ride this out. We're just going to get this piece of ice. Don't be stressed. No, I'm not stressed for that, Larry. He'll be all right. He's a good guy. He knows what he's doing. All I know is
Well,
that...
looking from the window, it doesn't look very large.
Oh, from the window.
Yeah.
Okay. Then come on in.
But it also looks like it's breaking, so I mean, they're not so.
That's good. Well, why don't you come back on in here? Okay, you got to get over here real close to me because this is something.
I can't hear you over there at the desk. So.
Well, why don't you come over here? Get in here. What's the latest here?
Well, everybody, it's exactly what we were talking about on the morning show today. These thunderstorms started to creep on into our forecasting region about the same timing that the HRRR said so, and bringing with it this strong mesoscale convective system that, thank goodness, though it's located directly over Lubbock right now, it appears that it is not rotating nearly as strongly as it was earlier. Now, it can continue to move to the east and still stir up a few more funnels. We have seen it produce many, many tornadoes since it started in eastern New Mexico about 3 hours ago now.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
how long
Maybe
we've been
4
tracking
hours.
this thing. So please, everybody, get inside. If you know anyone who's out on the roadways this evening, just tell them to find a parking lot to pull into, find a covered area like a gas station, and tell them to get indoors. It is not safe for anyone to be outside when, honestly, that big of hail is falling down from the sky. We can hear the pitter-patter on our roof here in the studio, and again, I stand about 10 feet away from you, and it's impossible to hear you from over there. It is so loud in here at the moment. I'm sure you guys can hear it through our microphones and also on your own roofs at the moment.
Okay, now we're getting reports of softball-sized hail in some parts of the city.
Probably Wolford again.
Could be Wolford. I don't know what sections of the city, but goodness.
I will go verify that for you.
And let's do the Metro Tower again, west, looking back toward the city. We'll look toward the east too, but let's look at the Metro West. And,
Flash flood in southwest Lubbock.
Well, okay, we'll put up a Quaker River Skycam again.
I'll get it.
On the Wellings. That we think the people at the Wellington from State Banks must use that. Yeah, it looks like to me it's underwater now. So just don't, just drive safe. If you don't have to drive, chill. Just say, this storm's going to go away. As a matter of fact, looks like the rain is not quite as bad as it was. All right? 19th in the loop, look at that. That's even better. Looking pretty good. Okay, how about the Wolford West Skycam? The blue
Links to
there Skycam. Now look at that. Yeah. There's still more clouds back to the west. We may get some more rain, but all right, we made it together, right? Another stormy night. And we made it. And so, DG, are you taking a nap or are you there?
I'm still here. I have moved my vehicle to a place of safety, as you would like to say.
Well, you don't want to get it pounded, do you?
Well, I've already got it pounded from my adventures earlier this evening. But yeah, I'm over here on I-27 and Main Street, just trying to stay out of it and let the heavier stuff pass. But yeah, it's very heavy rainfall in downtown Lubbock. The largest hail I've seen here is probably 1 inch.
Okay.
Nothing like softballs or tennis balls, but yeah, just slightly less than golf ball size here.
Yeah, Larry, how big was it, a hail?
here.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell because it was breaking when it was hitting the ground.
Okay. He was supposed to go out and get some hail, and he didn't do it.
I forgot my helmet today, or else I would have went outside.
And Ron, just a few minutes ago when we were getting that same hail,
Yeah.
the one that dropped those big pieces of hail on us, we were also hearing gusty wind outside, and the All Saints West Texas Mesonet site is not far from us. They
No.
reported a wind gust around 75 miles per hour.
Hurricane. Hurricane force wind.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
system is nothing to sneeze at. Please get inside, and if you know anyone who is out on the roads right now, tell them to get inside immediately. It is not safe to be driving in this.
Yeah, that means you got to stay here a little longer. I know you got a show to do tomorrow morning, but nevertheless, you're going to be safe. So you're going to stay around for a little bit. The streets clear out, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere until
There
it's
you
safe to
go.
get out there. I gotta lead by example, I guess.
Yes, you do, Madison. Yes, you do. Thank you. Still can't believe Larry didn't go out there and get some hail. Now, Larry, be careful.
I will.
Be careful.
Okay, the tornado warning, I think, is going to be canceled.
Feel free to come off. Croaky sometimes I just talk without being seen to concentrate on that.
I'm going to get a little water here, my friends, while the radar is going off, and that's going to be a flash flooded warning.
Yes, flash flood warning in effect until 10:15 p.m.
10:15. Let's go through. I'm going to come over here in just a minute and sit with my good staff here.
Have a little regroup session.
Let's talk a little bit about all of this. As far as we know, what was the largest hill that we had today again? You said it earlier, but it was near Whiteface, wasn't it?
I believe it was the
3
size of
1/4.
baseballs.
Yeah, 3 1/4.
3 1/4. Is that what you said, DG?
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier. The
Three and a
hail that I
quarter?
experienced earlier. Yeah, 3 1/4 was the largest I've heard. I had 2.5. myself.
You were 2.5 north of Morton, right? In this.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this scan and let's just give it a look. We can see that the more significant area is now to the east of us, and that's good news. Egg size.
robin or ostrich?
Yeah, we have hail of egg size too, just 6 east of Wolford being southwest Lubbock.
I had 4-inch hail at my house.
You what?
I was going down Frankfurt trying to get to the south end of this storm because I saw it kind of building pretty good to the south. And over by my house on 66th and Frankfurt, got 4-inch hail.
You got 4-inch hail?
Oh yeah, my car and there's tree limbs down everywhere.
What's interesting is that when you think that it kind of slows up, and I started hearing more hail falling. It's just amazing.
Hey, Ron.
Pretty good
So everybody,
flooding.
we were
Hang on.
talking about the
Downtown,
hail
too.
size that we were getting across our forecasting region this evening, and I would like
That's
to
me.
report on
Yeah,
what
what?
the biggest hail size was in the Lubbock
It's
Metro.
me.
We saw up to softball size hail as it started to creep into shallow
Okay.
water. With
To-
some
to my
unconfirmed
car-
reports
to my
that
car.
there was rotation in that mesoscale system, there could have been a funnel that was trying to drop down, and of course we did see confirmed touchdown near Breeze Center. Now,
Angela.
here to the Lubbock Metro, we did see some large pieces of hail and gusty wind up to 75 miles per hour, hurricane force winds.
At
So
our
it's been
house?
a fairly intense night here, but luckily the
Oh.
rotation didn't pick up directly around
Okay,
the Lubbock Metro.
all right,
And as it
I'll-
starts to go to the east of us, we can still see intense downpours and some pretty big showers across our region. So we're far from done with the severe weather for this evening, even though the worst of it has since left the area and is going to be moving off into places like Ransom Canyon, heading down there into Slayton now. And they are probably in for quite a storm as this continues to head out to the southeast into places like Rawls, potentially Spur and Matador later this evening.
How about you, Larry? You said earlier today you thought this was going to be the day. How did you figure that out?
Well, it just felt different. There was a lot going into play here today. And with that boundary that we had, From the-
Pilar is validated beautifully.
yeah, from the storms that we had this morning.
You might want to tell the audience what HRRR is.
Well, HRRR is one of the forecast models that we use. It is high reflectivity and is usually really good at picking up these type of boundaries that can kick off these storms in West Texas. So obviously we check all of them, but this one today was one that we really hung our hat on, especially with the morning forecast, just because again, it was clearly defining that boundary that was going to bring in the bigger thunderstorms as we got into the evening hours of tonight. And though they didn't stretch quite as far south as it originally said, I don't think we have seen significant rainfall in places like Tahoka or Lavisa yet. We did see it validate beautifully from Lubbock locally all the way up into a place like Dimmitt, now seeing some showers popping up in Tulia as well. So it ended up validating fairly nicely for us. Hopefully that'll continue to see that pattern into tomorrow because we still got another round for the possibility of gusty wind and large hail for Friday evening.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. But you know, the one thing that happens is when you have an event like this, then it takes at least 24 hours for the atmosphere to recover. So for the most part, the atmosphere is going to really need to work hard tomorrow to have another night tomorrow night. Having said that, I've been doing this for a long time. It's going to do exactly what I said it's not going to do, and we'll have more hail or worse. That's just West Texas for you.
I mean, it's also going to be a lot hotter tomorrow, so hopefully that increases our convective potential.
Oh yes, it is, and I'm looking at now. My wife sent me what is not some good news, but golf ball size hail at my house. So
Goodness.
there you go. A lot of us are probably going to be calling our favorite companies in the next week or so about this. And that brings up a good point. If we have a possibility of more thunderstorms tomorrow night, it could make some of the smaller dings get larger if we get hit again. So the time now, we continue with the severe thunderstorm warnings in the evening.
Am I out of battery?
No, I just was looking at something there. I have a producer in my ear, and I'm thankful that Sandy is here because I start looking at something and she tells me to keep talking. Thank you, Sandy. The reality is, though, but this event is very interesting to me in that when you look at it now, the storms started moving out. We have Slayton. Let's go check on Slayton. We're getting some reports from Slayton. So we'll go to the Slayton Skycam. There we go. It's on. Are you putting those on links too, aren't you?
Yeah, let me
let's
find
see.
it. Here it is.
Slayton, hope Slayton, Texas is okay. Oh boy.
Goodness.
Okay, so Slayton now under severe thunderstorm warning. Did they issue a new warning on that? Is that a new warning?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, my friends in Slayton, we are there. We can see it, and matter of fact, I'll go back on the wall. Let's take a look at that. Let's zoom in. I don't see the cores that we had like Lubbock area, but nevertheless, that is. Let's check this out. Let's check out Slayton and the radar. Let's start with the radar.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. There's Slayton. Well, okay, here's Slayton. It's not in the heaviest precipitation yet, or hail, but let's check it out. Let's see how Slayton's doing here with the Skycam, and I believe that's on links 2 that we can go and see. Well, let's hang on and see if we get it back. Here it comes. All right, there we go. The flag is blowing in Slayton, and lightning and heavy rainfall, and it does appear that there is some hail falling in the Slayton area as well, along with that land cane that we have encountered today. Incredible. It looks like that Slayton's hanging in there pretty good. Is that you, Kyle? Are you okay? Is that DG? Well, I lost him.
You rank? You need me for something?
No, I was just making sure that you're okay. We're going through now. The storms are now basically east of I-27, US 87, future I-27, going all the way down. And the reality is the city of Lubbock still has a very significant hail core near Union. Now that's just to the west of Slayton. So some large hail could be moving toward you folks in Slayton. You've already getting slammed with the wind, and the wind's been strong and gusty in Slayton. But also, well, there we go.
And we just lost power.
And we lost power.
Yep, we just lost our computers.
And there we go. First thing that comes up is that is DG. That's DG? DG,
My
you're
mom said we lost our skylight.
DG, are you're on I-27?
I'm under I-27.
Well, I'm watching you drive now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's safe to venture out. I thought I would get some flood fix. I'm over here by the fairgrounds, just east of downtown
Okay,
on Avenue A.
okay. What's it looking like over there?
It's looking like a lake.
Okay. The whole city's
Yeah, lots
flooded.
of rain.
I don't
Lots
know.
of rain.
I don't know how much water we've received, but it's been significant. And the hail too. Top of the tower is destroying the streets. Well, they're trying to get as far left as they can. That's the only lane you're going to be able to get into. My friends, if you don't need to get out, don't. I mean, stay home and watch this wonderful weather report here from KAMC, because I mean, there's going to be a lot of problems here. Just drive safely if you've got to get out, seriously, because that's high water, and I don't know about you, but I don't want my engine to be messed up. So look at that. And yes, even the big pickup trucks can have issues if you drive in high water. So just be safe, my friends. Take it easy out there. So that's a good reminder right there. That top of the tower is a good reminder of what's going on. We took a power lightning hit here, and so our engineers that are ingenious make sure that we have a weather system and a grid system. And once we have all that overload lightning, we let it get it out, and then everything starts coming back up again. And so all our computers are coming up again, and all our processes are coming up. Our weather system is coming up, so we'll be able to get that radar up for you, coming up in just a few seconds.
And we got radar back.
Radar back. Let's take a look at it. Pinpoint Doppler 1. Showers and thunderstorms.
It's running a little slow, but it's up.
Well, let's pull Lubbock back up there, and there it is, the heaviest part of the precipitation to the east. Let's go. You want Slayton? Let's go to Slayton Skycam. I think when Slayton Skycam, we're probably looking at a tropical storm.
Give us a second, Ron.
Yeah, we're going to take it. We're going to take the Slayton.
When it comes back up, we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it as soon as we can bring all that up.
Because it's loading right now.
It is loading, hopefully. Again, we took a power hit, so the Skycams are slow on coming up, but we'll get those up as soon as possible because it looks like the storm now. And so you folks in Slayton, we know what you're going through. I mean, the wind, the heavy precipitation, the hail, the whole thing, all these things happen today, and even tornadoes happen today. Fortunately, the tornadoes that we did have today were not significant. So they're meaning damage. Severe weather is always significant, but we didn't have any damage, and that's the good news. Let's pull this out just a little bit, and we'll go to Slayton as soon as we can get all the sky cams back up. But let's take a look at the region now, and as we do that, we'll see how far north and how far south is this thunderstorm complex located. Because we have been focused on the metropolitan Lubbock area for so long, and now it's time that we start focusing on the rest of the South Plains. So we'll take a look at those thunderstorms, and there they are. Okay, and it looks like it's going to take a while for all that data to come back up. All right. Again, so let's just go ahead and just do the single. See how much we can see out there, because this is going to be a little old. Is what it is. Yeah. All right. So let's just get to the scan. And 844, which is about right. And it looks like things are beginning to come back up. But if this is true, looks like the more significant part of the storm now is just to the south. It's right over Slayton, isn't it? Yeah. If we did have some property damage in the metro Lubbock area, well, it looks like a fence. Is that this is 19th in Milwaukee. I'm sorry, say that again. Bushland Heights in 19th in Milwaukee, but is that because it's just some of this construction, or is this roofs damaged? It does look like some roof damage there. So some homes with roofs damaged is not what we want to see, but hopefully people will come together and we'll get that back together for us. We did have very strong wind along with this weather event. Pinpoint Doppler 1 radar, and again, let me walk over there real quick. That is some of the damage. We're getting some, and we thank our producer, Sandy, because she's out there looking at all these different sky cams. I'm looking at different sky cams. Oh, okay. You're loading them up. Okay.
Yeah, it's loading. It's
Yeah,
taking a
right.
little while.
I really do appreciate Sandy, because she kind of gives us some ideas. She's looking at all of the things that's been happening today, and of course this is part of it. The other thing, of course, is we can go back to Lynx 1 and look at the radar until we get the other radar system up. And there you see the showers and thunderstorms really impacting the city of Slayton. It looks like for sure heavy precipitation with large hail is in that Slayton storm cell.
Okay, we have
also
Slayton
to the
on Lynx too.
northeast. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. Yeah, well, there you go. Another location that looks like a tropical storm. This has been the event. Early on, we had golf ball size hail. DG spent an afternoon for sure. Started near the border, New Mexico, and you had a couple of close calls for some of those tornadoes, DG.
Yes, I was trying to do my best to stay as far away as I could, but yet still, see what I needed to see and locate them properly. But I think the real close call came when I was north and east of Morton, when one of those tornadoes dropped behind me. Mm-hmm. And I looked over my shoulder and went, oh, look at that. And then had to make a quick decision as to which way to go, and ended up into the precip core, unfortunately having a core punch. And yeah, ended up with 2.5-inch hail myself and a cracked windshield. So like I said, I can confirm the hail size I was in tonight, Ron.
Well, you guys do a good job. I do find, this is a free country, but people going out by the droves, pushing to the side of the roadway. It just.
I will say that was concerning to have
Yes.
a tornado warning for Lubbock County and to see so many people out on the streets. That is worrisome.
I agree. I was a little concerned about that too. Well, here's.
And I'm not
another
talking storm chasers. I mean, these were
Just the
obviously
public.
citizens of Lubbock. Yeah.
98th in Indiana. This is going to be a problem. This is coming from the city of Lubbock, and goodness, that water is way over. I mean, look, there's another reason. A lot of people have high water rescues here because of that. Because you tried to go through this in your little car, and then your car's floating. Don't do it. Stay home. Our streets flood. Okay? Just let everything down. It won't take long for the rain to wash off. But please, if you do not have to get out tonight, then don't. Wait till tomorrow. If it's an emergency, we understand. But you know what I'm talking about. 'Cause that right there, people shouldn't be doing that unless they want maybe to repair a vehicle. And that's what we've had a lot of too, DG. Again, a lot of people want to see the first tornado, and they pay these storm chasers to do that. But you need to be careful when you're doing that. That's for sure. Back to pinpoint Doppler 1 radar. This continues to show a very heavy precipitation core south of Slayton, right on the area just to the close to Wilson. It's in Lynn County, and it's going toward the Gordon area, Southland area. And what's going to happen? This storm is going to continue to go toward the southern half of the metro Lubbock area, and more than likely Southland may be flooded as well. And this Canyon Valley region, all this, but believe it or not, if you're new to Lubbock, it is flat, and it is flat, except that we have a little creek, Brazos Creek, and it's a little canyon. And this is the canyon right here, going all the way in, Ransom Canyon, all the way into the city. And yeah, it floods. So be safe. All right. Right now, that's the destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Lubbock County continues because of that storm near, of course, the Woodrow area and Slayton. Otherwise, let's pull this out as the severe weather continues across the South Plains. It's not just us, but let's zoom out and go back a little bit into the region. And there you'll see more of the South Plains. There you go. We get thunderstorms. There's Littlefield. Looks like something redeveloping over there. Yeah, is that right? Let's make sure. All of this information here are the reports, by the way, of some type of weather event, tornado or hail. So we're full of those. We have a number of those tonight. So scattered showers near Sudan again, looks like. Then you see the storms over the Slayton area and southeast part of the Lubbock area as well. Thunderstorms moving east toward Matador. But tonight was the South Plains turn. Now it looks like the southwest South Plains did not receive as much precipitation as the west and northwest part of the South Plains. But some of this water that's up here in Lubbock goes into that Brazos Creek, and then it goes down to the, of course, Lake Allen Henry. Hey, let's take a look at that Skycam. The blue there, is that the Skycam?
That's the west Skycam.
Look at that. That's, oh boy. Got something else trying to blow up over there?
No, I think that's.
No. This is.
Yeah, that's looking at the one that just passed us.
That went bye-bye. Yeah. It's to the east. Okay. So this is 82nd Street, and that storm is moving away from us. Radar continues to show the thunder showers in our area. All right, it's time to go to the game, and so we're going to give you that back to the studio. Thank you so much for being with us on KAMC, and we'll keep you advised.